Hello, it's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%, coming to you doing the Dreams of Gaia Tarot today for a morning spiritual message to help uplift you on your spiritual path. I hope all of you are having a good day. It's raining here. So I'm going to go ahead and call on my angels, ascended masters, spirit guides, Mother Mary Magdalene, my ancestors, Jesus Christ, Great Mystery and Great Spirit, to help guide the spiritual message today and get out whatever message that needs to get out to help whoever needs to hear it today. I just ask that I'm a pure channel of peace, joy, love, healing, and abundance. Cleanse my mind for clear thinking, my eyes for clear seeing, my ears for clear hearing, my voice for clear speaking, and my heart for purity. Thank you. So thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share if you find this message helpful. I've lit a candle over here for us. And we've already cleansed this reading. So that's healing. Let's go ahead and shuffle these cards and we'll get into this reading. Spirit, I'm just going to ask for whatever that this collective needs to know most and what is at the heart of the energy for this collective reading that I'm doing. What's in the subconscious mind or unconscious mind? And what can we learn from the past? And what is the current, immediate future, the long-term future? What's in the conscious mind? What are the blocks for this collective that they might need to be aware of? And what will guide us? And the energetic expression of the collective. So, thank you for this message, Spirit. It's the Cardinal. Hello, Cardinal. He's beautiful and singing out my window. So this is a spiritually divine message from Cardinal Spirit. He's here to give you a message. I'm just the instrument that it's using. Spirit's so cool. So thank you for this message. And thank you for these gifts. Let's get into this reading. Look at the... Okay, so the first one I see is... This is emotion. It's water. You can see the crab down here at the bottom. Ay. So this is the Queen of Water. So Queen of Emotion is at the heart of this energy for this collective that I'm reading for. So it says loving, compassionate, empathetic, sensitive, vulnerable, romantic, intuitive, emotional honesty. Truth in your feelings and senses. Look beyond the surface. a bright and positive outcome. To show vulnerability is to show strength. Are you overextending emotionally? Be the embodiment of love. Withdrawing love as punishment. Use your common sense. So those are the messages from the Queen of Water today. Be aware if you're withdrawing love as punishment, and try to be the embodiment of love and use your common sense. Make sure you're not over extending emotionally, because that will lead to dis-ease and overgiving. So in the subconscious or unconscious mind is this woman that's taking her mask off with the doe behind her. This is an earth element. So this may be in the unconscious mind, something that you need to be aware of. The Ten of Earth. So bring a synthesis, harmony, and the highest ideals, reward inner peace and authenticity and grace, and look within. Bring that to your conscious mind, because you may be suppressing it. It's a time of reward. Everything is coming together. Make or move through your life with surety. Understand your place and purpose. Do not be daunted by change. Strength gained from experience. Why do you feel a lack? Dissatisfaction and discomfort. So you can dive deep and find out what is inside of you that is feeling a lack of something. But where does that really come from? Is it keeping you from change? So the reward is inner peace when you look within to find the answers. So, but that's something that needs to be brought to the conscious mind. Spirit, can you show me in this collective what is in the past that we can learn from? Okay. So a whole bunch of them. Here's this guy with the busted eye again, looking in the mirror. Like, oh, aren't I pretty? So that's from the past. That's another water element. I think this is the Four of Water. Yeah. So in the past, you've been showing confidence, awareness, self-acceptance, forgiving of yourself, and self-belief that you're deserving and you are receptive. You're receiving with confidence through self-acceptance and forgiveness of self. You've learned in the past that you are beautiful. You're aware of weaknesses, but you focus on your strengths. A mistake is an opportunity to learn. Love yourself for who you are. Let go of the ideal of perfection. Happiness at another's expense. The emotional cost of your actions. A need to forgive yourself. So that's something from the past that you can learn from. So the next card is a fire element, which is in the immediate future. He's got this rose in his heart that's bloomed. It's lit up. So he's the Nine of Fire. And this is in the immediate future. Attainment, fruition, inspiration, creation, ease, simplicity, detachment, and restrictions. Move through life with confidence, a time of fruition and attainment. Knowledge and experience bring ease. Do not seek praise or affirmation. Give your best every time. Once you have finished, move on. Simplify your life. Remove obstructions and restrictions, so that way you can stay in flow. When you're running up against an obstacle and you keep pounding into it and you can't get anywhere, trying to continue forcing that difficulty will just make it harder, from what I've experienced. So, by simplifying your life, and weeding out what's no longer important, because your knowledge and experience has led you to have wisdom to use in this immediate future. So make sure you shoot your shot straight for long-term success. Because something might be falling short of its target. So be sure. This is another fire. So we have water, earth, water, fire, fire. Let's see here. So she is the 4 of fire, which in the long-term future exists action, concentration, focused energy, and application and practice to achieve increased skill, impetus, and work ethic. Focused mind, emotion, and deliberate action. So making those conscious choices. Creating impetus and momentum, so you're getting your ball rolling in the direction that you want it to go through skill and practice. It's part of your creative process. Devote time to regular practice. Be willing and prepared. Pay your dues, and then ask yourself, is something falling short of its target? So that's just a good reminder so that you can be more focus-minded. So that way you're not manifesting willy-nilly things that you don't really want into your existence. Because it is a choice. So, Spirit, what is in the conscious mind of this collective that I'm reading for? Thank you for this message. Okay. So, wisdom is in your conscious mind. You're using your wisdom in your now, so that way your long-term future will be right on target. So good job. You've got your light of wisdom. Ooh, that one really flew out too. In your subconscious, or you're repressing your sage. You may be blocking off this sage. Your inner sage. So just be mindful of that. So in your conscious mind is wisdom. So these are 2 major arcana. So in your conscious mind is knowledge, understanding, awareness, self-knowledge, illumination, introspection, withdrawal, insight, and common sense. You are here to become wise. Knowledge does not make you wise. Wisdom is learning from one's mistakes. Apply knowledge, logic, and common sense. Learn from more than just books. Seek out your elders. Time to break a cycle. Wisdom is understanding. Wisdom is loving the whole. Know and love your shadow. You have unlimited potential. The road ahead leads to many destinations. So, but you'll be You'll be equipped with this lantern of wisdom, so there's nothing to fear. You have an inner sage that you might be blocking, or maybe some new gifts and abilities that you may be blocking. Maybe you're afraid of them. So, or maybe you've never used them before. Maybe you never knew you were a sage. Yeah, okay. So in under repression, or what you might be repressing, or energy that you may be repressing. So you may be blocking off sharing, communication, knowledge, information, culture, tradition, advice, or manipulation. So be the storyteller. Communicate your thoughts and your feelings. Know your audience. Devote time to research and investigation. Learn the traditions and customs of others. Know your ancestors and heritage. Sage advice, both given and received. There is no good time to give unsolicited advice. Question your traditional reactions and responses. Do not speak so much that you forget to listen. Be wary of the smooth talker. Do not embellish the truth. So those are all reminders from the sage. You have the owl of wisdom, the knowing, and your wisdom and light and life experiences in order to tell a truthful story and live in your truth with nothing to be ashamed of. If you've learned and gained wisdom from the experience, that's something you'll never lose. No one can take that from you. So thank you for this message, Spirit. What is the guide for this collective that I may be reading for? So I think this might be the counselor. The counselor of air. Let me make sure. XIV. Oh, it's the King of Air. XIV, the King of Air. So let the King of Air be your guide, which may be Aquarian energy, or whatever air sign. If you are an air sign, or the wind spirits, be your guide. So the King of Air is disciplined, ethical, commanding, expert, forceful, precise, rule-oriented, and respectful. A time for ethical behavior. No room for compromise. Seek the advice of an expert. Respect the rules or laws. Keep your judgment free of emotional impediment. Don't be drawn into an argument. Why are you pushing boundaries? Don't reject unsolicited advice. So, let that be your guide from the King of Air. That is the message from the King of Air. And what is the expression of the energy of this collective that they are expressing? So what is the energy expression of this collective, Spirit, that I'm reading for today? What is the energy that they are expressing? Okay, that's 2. Can I just get 1? Okay, thank you. So this is an earth sign. She kind of looks like an earth pixie to me. That's the Eight of Earth. So your energy expression for this collective is you are having growth. Your manifestations are growing too, and your accomplishments are growing, and you're seeing success, abundance, and wealth, and you appreciate it. You have an appreciation for what you are growing, and you focus on your success, wealth, and love. However, that abundance is, it doesn't have to be wealth with money. We are wealthy in many different ways. So do what you love and love what you do. That is your energy expression. And you're making plans for the future. A time of abundance is ahead. So have confidence in a future outcome. Do not rest on your laurels. Money does not always buy happiness. Lose the lack mentality. So don't be lacking, slacking and lacking. Keep your thoughts in the land of plenty, on the cornucopia of growth and joy in your life through your connection with Earth Mother. It takes discipline and practice and wisdom to use this sage energy that you have been blessed with through spiritual practice. So continue connecting with your emotions, like the Queen of Emotion. Keep it balanced and be a master of your emotions, and continue removing this mask because you're beautiful. And allow this seed in your heart to blossom, and then shoot your shot straight so you can be on target, because something may be falling short that you need to pay attention to, because you have wisdom of your inner sage. And let the Queen of Air guide you. Be disciplined in your expressing your growth, which is something to be proud of because you're growing. And here's another major arcana on the bottom. Ending difficult cycles or behavioral patterns that we become aware of as isn't easy. Well, okay, so yeah, so you are becoming a master of your emotions. You're being knighted into some sort of emotional mastery. That's what's on the bottom of the deck. Through your thought, knowing the power of your thought. That your emotional thought pattern is powerful. So you really have to have some mental fitness through practicing the balancing of your emotions to be a queen of emotion. Your own mastermind. I always say I'm running my own brain train today, so like, get off my train. You have this thought power and balanced emotions. So feelings, emotional honesty, positive emotions, negative emotions, acknowledgement, acceptance, and expression of your true emotion. All emotions are necessary. Even rage, anger, and is just like extreme sadness turned inside out. So if you have those things, if you don't express that energy, somehow it stays blocked. and then it comes out at the wrong at the wrong times. So that's the influence of our emotions if we block them down. Use your feelings to evaluate a situation. Heed the messages behind the feeling. Positive and negative emotions. Do not prejudge the present based on your past. Practice acknowledging your feelings. Fill your day with laughter. Step back and detach emotionally. Positive emotions open you to learning. Repressing emotions creates dis-ease. Address symptoms of emotional repression so that you can be this master of your own emotion through the power of harnessing your thought. When it starts to veer off, reel that bitch back in and, you know, head in the next positive thought direction. That's what I have to do, and it takes practice. So that's been the spiritual message for today. I hope that you found this message helpful and that it can help you throughout your day in some way and gave you a little bit of hope. And I know it was a good spiritual acknowledgement from Spirit and the Cardinal Spirit today. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Go out and do something that makes your heart smile. And peace. Mother Lover out. Have a good day.